We have a mission. We want to provide good food with love from Scandinavia. We want to provide for the 250,000 people who have Scandinavian family, Scandinavian background, or are from the Nordic countries. We want to provide them with the stuff they miss from home. We want to be a cure for homesickness, effectively. We want to provide them with all the specialist goods that they can't go out and find in the supermarket. The reason why we don't want to provide them with supermarket stuff per se is the fact that the Nordics are one of the more expensive regions to buy stuff in the world, whereas the UK is one of the cheaper. So there is no commercial value in bringing across all the items you otherwise could find in back home. So what we always look for in terms of the product selection, we have in the 13 years that we've been around, worked out a few sort of tricks. Firstly, as I mentioned, this is a very price competitive market, so we need to make sure that a product is commercially viable. That means that it's either unique or come in at a price which is comparable with anything that you can find already in the market. The other one thing, that the most important bit probably is, it is a cure for homesickness. We sell a cure for homesickness. Very, very, very simple. And is the product something that our core customer, the people from with Scandinavian background, is this something they miss from home? And if it isn't, but it is a great product and is unique, do we feel it is plugging a gap in the general market? And if it does, if it's a rye bread, for instance, they're not very big on rye bread in this country, right? So if we find a rye bread in Finland and we think it's the best thing, we want to make sure that it has the right price, but also the fact that if we were to bring it in, it costs an awful lot of money, as you all know, to bring a product to market and make sure that it's seen in the marketplace. You can imagine that we were talking about, competing with Unilever, Kingsmill's bread. There's some really big players here, as in every market, that we need to compete with. So there is need to be that sort of commitment on all parties to launch a new product. Another big issue for us, because our volumes aren't massive, and therefore we need to find enough volume in each transport and with life long enough to handle being transported and stored on this side. As we go along and follow the product through the chain here, if we were to sell it online, we need to make sure that every product that we touch is easy to handle and store. It should be easily shipped, and make sure that it's not packed in one bag per pallet, therefore be very expensive to transport or ship. And also then go following in terms of how does it communicate with customers. Is this a product where people need to taste it, need to feel it, need to squeeze it, or is the story compelling enough, or is the brand big enough for our customers to purchase the products online?